What's up? What's up? How's you guys' Wednesday night going? We got no stream. You know how it is. I got the red lights on in the background. This is the bunker. You know, I'm safe here, but anyone that's watching the stream tonight, we're gonna watch some creepy shit. I can't guarantee your safety. You know, we watch a haunted video and a fucking demon comes out of your bed tonight at 3 a.m. It's on you. You know, I can't help that. You gotta get a bunker. I'm in a bunker right now, fucking 40 feet underground, man. It looks exactly like my room setup in my normal streams, because I just wanted to feel like home. Feeling sithy today, yeah. What's up, Nick Oxenford, Dusty, got a beans, Chris, okay. Ashers, Elaine, Ryan Tremblay. Ryan, by the way, have you uploaded anything on your channel yet? I need to give it a listen. I'm subscribed to you, but I haven't seen anything, so I don't know if it's YouTube or if you just haven't uploaded, but let me know when you do. Let's see. Diligent, Hines, Weather Balloon, Mad Moose. Not yet, upload next week. Okay, cool. You said you're going to do podcasts, I think, did you? We do have, like I said, I'm going to be doing either the day before, I don't know the exact date, but day before or day of Halloween stream. We're going to have a special show put together. We're going to have a special guest. We're going to have probably one that's going to blow your mind. He hasn't done a collab with a YouTuber yet, but he's one of the more famous guys. Peter Kane will be here. Peter Kane. Let's give it up for Peter Kane. You know, he'll be fucking streaming with me. And, we'll be hunting that Bigfoot, man. Fucking imagine Peter Kane. Yeah, we're gonna do something for Halloween. I think I'm gonna put together some kind of I don't know. I have several ideas that I'm working on for like potential skits throughout the fucking show. Little videos that I'll be showing off during the stream for the first time, stuff like that. So I have a lot of things planned. I have possibly, I can have Ryan Tremblay come up on for a couple, 20 minutes or so. I could do that. It'll be, probably a 2-hour stream at least. So yeah, I got something planned. I don't know if it's gonna be on Halloween or the day before or whatever it is, but we'll see. I haven't got that far yet. And Ryan says his game awesome, perfect. Any word on the Discord movie night or whatever we were planning to do? I honestly don't know. I haven't put much thought into a movie night thing. But we'll see. I don't know how it would work with. See, the thing is like, if you had all your mics going, someone's mic is gonna be sounding like a fucking jet engine, and I'm not gonna be like, you know what I mean? Like no one's mic's ever just quiet. There's always one person on 5 that has a mic that it's in their throat and they're coughing up fucking Corona, and all you can hear is fucking jet engine. My early or late, you're early. Welcome, Gianni. Yeah, Paco's back. He's back. He got laid last week. Look at his fucking smirk on his face. I want to punch it right off him. Fuck you. But yeah. Asher's is down too for collab. Perfect. Yeah, we got some things planned. Yeah, I'll be sure to reach out to you, Ash, and if I can come up with a plan here. But yeah, we're gonna have some cool shit going down. That's all I can say. I hope I sanitized Paco. I threw him in the fucking dishwasher, dude. Yeah. So hopefully that sanitized him. I think today what we're gonna do is we're going to check out Slapped Ham to start. There's not much to check out, as we're running out of shit to watch. We've watched like everything on stream, so we're starting to fucking get desperate. I'm not a huge fan of Slapped Ham, but he once in a while, it is. I think it's more fun to do the videos and decide whether you think they're real or fake. Even though a lot of times with Slapped Ham, they're just fucking obviously fake. But we'll go through and see what we can do here. We're filtering out the bullshit and the real shit. You know, that's our job here on the interweb, on this channel. We filtered out. Yeah, well, yeah, we're not watching Chills. Fuck that. All right, I think we got a video ready to go. I'll give it a few more minutes. We'll let some people join in before we start watching. But couple 2 or 3 more minutes. You would have put Pac on the washing machine. Well, he don't fit in my washing machine. He only fit in the dishwasher. You fixing to tear up the calzones? I don't know what a calzone is, but it sounds like a ravioli, if I had to guess. Could always do Chills in 1.25 speed. True, it would make he'd still be too slow though, but he sucks, man. If I could get my hands on that motherfucker in a boxing ring, dusted. It's over. All right. Listen, I was almost a D3 athlete. You guys know this, right? I would have been a D3 athlete had I not blown my knee out my senior year in sports in high school. You know, my teammates were kneeling down around me. I was seeing black, you know, fading in and out of consciousness. My teammates were all kneeling, crying. Everyone was just upset. It was a big deal, but you know, here I am. You know, fucking almost 30. I'm just living my life, man. Calzone is basically baked pizza ravioli. I don't know if that sounds good or not. Baked pizza, meh. I mean, pizza is good. Ravioli is good. But together? I'd have to try it. You're meant to be in school? What do you mean? Well, yeah, I mean, you gotta get your spelling fixed. You know, you gotta learn that spelling. I mean, I'd probably like it. I'm not a huge fan of breaded things. Like, I just don't like bread, man. Bread sucks. As long as the contents inside outweigh the fucking bread, then it's all good. But if it's mostly bread and just a little bit of fucking bullshit in the middle, nah. I'll punt that fucker biscuit across the street. Alright guys, I think we're going to go ahead and start. So what we're going to do is we're going to start watching these videos. We'll go through Slapped Ham, whatever. If you guys have any recommendations for channels similar to this where they do top 5 videos or whatever, you know, kind of like the setup that we do, let me know. But we're going to go through, and if I forget, you'll have to remind me. If we'll go through after every video, let me know if you think it's real or fake. Thumbs up, thumbs down, real or fake. One of those 4 answers, and then we'll kind of decide. All right. All right, we're gonna do. These scary videos are leaving people rattled. Okay, I'm sure people are just losing sleep over these, but we'll give it a look. I ain't scared. What's up, Alligator Gar? Dude, Domino's sucks. I fucking hate Domino's.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some scary videos no one can quite explain. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more mysterious content. Just like this.
Most people who get arrested fear being alone in a jail cell. According to this footage from Paranormal Activity World, there might be something very different to fear. In this video, we see a man behind bars in a maximum security cell.
Okay.
He's standing alone in solitary confinement, looking through the bars.
Oh, Ghost's gonna snap his neck, ain't it?
When the man in the cell takes a small step to the side, things get really bizarre. When the prisoner steps to the side, he no longer seems to be alone in his cell. With his body out of the way, we see a bizarre shadow figure lurking just behind him. The shape is terrifying. It almost appears to be part human, part arachnid. It has a human head, but seems to move on a set of spindly legs, staying down near the floor.
He's going a little in on that. It looks to be not human. It looks to be arachnid. I mean, I don't think you can tell. I don't know. It almost looks like it's the shitty video quality that's fucking around with it, if I had to guess.
The shadow quickly disappears, stepping back behind the man after he moves. Clearly, this entity has some attachment to this unfortunate prisoner, using him to hide from other prying eyes. Imagine being trapped behind bars all alone when you realise there may be a shadow person sharing the cell with you. YouTuber Hablemos de Mysterio uploaded this strange encounter at a funeral home. It was allegedly captured by a security guard doing his rounds late at night. In this footage, we see what appears to be the lobby of a large funeral home. The video is taken from a distance, but appears to focus on the entrance, where visitors come into the funeral home. At the far end, there's rows of metal poles used to direct large crowds. As the guard's camera rolls, we can see a metallic glint coming from the other side of the lobby. On closer inspection, we see the silver metal bar of one of the poles moving on its own. It rocks back and forth. It's quite clear there's nothing around that could be moving the pole. This footage was taken in a funeral home, so some sort of ghostly entity is an obvious culprit. Perhaps the spirit of someone whose funeral was held in this building lingered long after the services ended. The powerful movement of the pole indicates that the spirit's a poltergeist, and a strong one at that. This could suggest the spirit has left this world in significant turmoil or suffering, causing it to linger long after death.
Oh yeah, by the way, there's a category, a meh. We're just called a meh. That's a meh. I don't know. It's inconclusive. I don't. It doesn't look fake, but it, well. Maybe we should do it. No, there's no meh care. It's just yes, it's real or fake, and you can kind of you know you have to decide. I would have to say real on that. It's more real than fake.
YouTube channel The Haunted Side Paranormal Investigations is no stranger to scary videos.
That'd be fucking freaky, Ryan.
They share footage of eerie things that investigators spot in their visits to abandoned and haunted places.
You prefer Budweiser?
This
like
video,
for beer,
however,
you prefer
is
Budweiser?
enough to leave even the most seasoned paranormal aficionados feeling rattled.
I don't know.
This investigation
I haven't developed a taste for Budweiser yet.
Demon House in Reno,
I like
Nevada,
Bud Light.
USA. According to the story surrounding this
and then
property,
my Steel
more
Reserves,
than a dozen
like cheap
people have
bitches.
met tragic ends in the house. There have been numerous reports of paranormal activity taking place there. The investigators visit the property in hopes of finding evidence of demonic activity.
So let's grab the SLS camera, let's grab the Ovilus, and let's head in there and just kind of do a walk around and see what's going on.
The investigators use numerous pieces of equipment, including a night vision camera and spirit box. Spirit boxes operate by scanning through radio waves in supposedly haunted places, allowing any entities in the area to make their voices heard using the waves. As the investigators explore the house, the spirit box quickly begins talking.
Ambition.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
Applet. Children.
I don't.
Applet and children?
Shove.
It says a lot of random words, but one quickly stands out. Nail. As the box speaks this word, the investigator looks down and realizes he was inches away from piercing his foot with several large nails.
Nail. Watch.
Oh my God. Look what I almost stepped on.
Chief.
And it said nail watch. And there's all these nails right here. And I stopped because I didn't want to step on it. And it said
Disregard.
nail. Disregard. Threshold. What?
That's crazy.
As they keep exploring and the spirit box continues chattering, the investigators locate bones on the floor. Just as they spot the bones, the box states break.
See these bones?
Break. Please. O-I.
Break, please. You said, look at these bones. And then it goes, break, please.
Moments later, one of the men claims to have seen a figure pass the door.
It's got like a weird, very weird layout. What the was that?
What?
Something just went by the door.
Mission. Swim.
Something just went by this.
They then discover strange symbols written on the walls. They ask the spirit what the symbols mean, and it says anti-prey.
What does that mean?
Ryan Tremblay and a Asher's collab would be dope.
Bad.
Anti.
You guys should definitely do that.
Anti-prey?
The camera begins detecting movement in various places around the room.
Leather.
It's like doing that. Look,
I do like me a good Corona. Yeah.
It was right there too.
I couldn't drink all Coronas. I couldn't just drink it to drink it, but I enjoy just one or two.
Right.
The investigators decide to explore the second floor. They hear strange, disturbing sounds that resemble footsteps as they continue their exploration.
Nice net. That's cool.
Star.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
No.
Yeah. What the f was that?
What?
I saw another shadow dart that way. I heard a footstep kind of at the top of the stairs right there. Who's in here with us?
A curious shadow figure appears to be following them around the building. At one point, as the crew are walking back into the house, an ominous black shape can be seen standing in the window.
What was that?
What?
I don't think that was a shadow.
However, upon reviewing the footage, seconds later, the shape is gone.
That's a demon,
think
you
that
know.
was a
You get those
shadow.
sometimes. They're just fucking
But it
demons.
was on the other side of that window.
A second camera that was simultaneously filming the inside of the house shows that there was
I don't
no
know
one
what they're
inside
using.
the
I don't
building
know.
when the shadow figure was seen in the window.
I don't think that was a shadow.
What's that orb, dude? That's a fucking
It
demon.
was on the other side of that window.
If you slow the footage down, there is indeed
Did
a
it-
tall, dark shadow in.
Did anyone see that fucking orb? I'm not an orb guy. I usually think it's dust, but look at this orb right here. That moves kind of fucking weird. That ain't dust, dude.
That
Could be a
was
bug.
simultaneously filming the inside of the house shows that there was no one inside the building when the shadow figure was seen in the window.
It might be a bug.
I don't think that was a shadow. But it was on the other side of that window.
If you slow the footage down, there is indeed a tall, dark shadow in the window.
That I'd captured probably one of the best shadow figures I've ever seen.
The appearance of the shadow figure is followed by disturbing growling noises, footsteps, and knocks on the walls and ceiling, terrifying the investigators.
What was that? It sounded like grumbling. Like,
Yeah.
what the f?
The motion sensing camera picks up a clear humanoid figure standing.
First of all, it sounded like the Halo sound when you're like low on health, but what was this?
What the f?
Is that a bottle of piss? That's a bottle of piss, dude. I'm straight up serious. That is piss. I can tell piss when I see it. That's piss.
The motion sensing camera picks up a clear humanoid figure standing nearby.
I don't know what that.
Oh, there it is. There he is.
On the door?
Yep.
It appears to be attempting to close a door, but is unable to do so.
You weak bitch.
He's
That's
trying to-
just like start talking shit to the
It
fuck.
looks like he's trying to close that door. Or like move that door. Let's see if
I
it
think the
maps
ghost
okay.
is dumb.
Near the end of the investigation, the entity appears to become more powerful.
fuck.
It takes a lot of energy for ghosts to move objects, but it eventually moves a plank of wood during an EVP session in a completely empty room.
Whoa! Dude.
It also knocks over a bike that is leaning against a wall in the empty room.
What's up, Alaskan Gold Rush? How you doing, buddy?
See that?
It
Fuck
seems
that
the
bike,
attentions
you
of
know?
the investigators have made the spirits stronger, or perhaps just.
I'd love to get the laser light system. Not this one in particular. Well, actually, yes, it does have the dots, but the one that shoots the green dots everywhere on the wall, so you can see anything that moves past it. It makes invisible shit not invisible. That's what I want. And I know that Xbox Connect had that as a feature, but I don't have an Xbox or Connect, so and they're not portable. I want one that's portable.
Boulder.
Did you see that?
Hell yeah, Ash, you gotta tell him to fuck off. You know, it's a big deal night.
A pub should be a place to relax and unwind after a long day. Unfortunately, for the patrons of Barney Mac's Bar in Drogheda, County Louth Island, their time at this bar isn't always peaceful. The bar was a regular haunt of a man named Joe Murphy for years. Not long ago, the regular unfortunately passed away. However, the staff at the bar believe he still occasionally comes to visit. In this footage, recorded by the bar's CCTV system, we see a pint of beer on a table in front of a guest. One of the patrons stands up, and while he's not looking, the pint glass explodes, sending beer and shards of glass all over the table.
He's a dickhead then.
After the explosion, the patrons simply stare at the broken glass, flabbergasted. According to the staff, this isn't an unusual occurrence. Ever since the passing of Joe Murphy, exploding pints have been an occasional problem. Those who work there have gotten used to the strange emergences of their late
He looks
customer,
like, yeah, I'd be sad
but it
too
still
if I got
terrifies
fucking
customers
beer
who
all
aren't
over me,
used to Joe's
and my beer
shenanigans.
exploded. I mean, it's a waste of beer.
A lot of people are working and attending school online these days, but meetings and classes don't usually yield scary videos. At least that's what Twitter user Freddy Giza thought. The teacher claimed to be alone in his recently purchased home in Nuevo Leon, Mexico, while teaching the class. Yet the students attending seemed to think that something else was present that day. The teacher is presenting against a blank wall with a doorway just behind his left shoulder. It's this doorway that becomes the center of attention when a pale face seems to peek into the room.
Classic. Fake as fuck. Fake as fuck.
The entity appears to be a pale young woman with dark hair. The teacher glances over his shoulder several times but is unable to see the creepy entity. At one point, he closes the door to end the distraction that the strange entity is causing. Towards the end of the video,
I did get
he moves
Paco back,
the
yeah.
camera around the house
He
to
came
show
back
that he's
STD
alone
free.
except
You know,
for his
when
dog.
I sent him out to the model, he was fucking taking pictures with, so I got him
Some
back.
of the students who watched the video think it was staged, but others are certain that it was a real ghost attending class that day. What do you think that strange face is? An accomplice, a real ghost, or something else entirely?
It was Michael
Love to
Jackson
get
as
your
a
thoughts
ghost.
on this one in the comment section below. Before we take a look at a terrifying shadow figure caught on camera in an abandoned care home, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications.
Yeah.
That way you'll be in the loop every time we for scary videos. In this exploration by YouTubers Finders Beepers History Seekers, they visit a former care home. According to the stories about the place, it would seem the elderly residents who lived at the facility had a difficult time during their residence there. The facility was reportedly shut down because of widespread accusations of abuse, neglect, and deplorable living conditions.
Dude, that looks like the building from Outlast. Anyone ever play Outlast? I know I played it on stream a couple times. It's scary as fuck. That's what that reminds me of.
Given the history of the building, it's unsurprising that numerous ghost hunters have found their way to this building.
So this place was eventually shut down for a catalogue of abuse. It was really terrible. Some of the people were classed as being put in cells. The bedrooms were that bad. They were locked away, ignored.
The investigators take their time moving through the building, examining the rundown state of the place, a perfect setting for a ghost hunt.
Like Chainsaw Massacre type.
You didn't like it? I mean, it's scary as fuck, dude. It's fucking
You can imagine
terrifying.
people being locked up down here.
At one point, they find a logbook containing complaints issued by visitors who were horrified by the conditions their relatives were living in.
Arrived, he didn't look suitable to enter the building, on account of him having a wild expression in his eyes.
One dude looks like Dr. Loomis from Halloween.
Psychopath coming in.
As they head to the second floor of the building, the investigators are surprised by an unexpected visitor, a shadow figure walking across the top of the stairs.
But yeah, you can see it goes up again. Hey, wait up. Hello?
It's creepy. I mean, that could
It
easily be
only
fake.
appears
but...
for a second before disappearing into the shadows.
See it goes up again. Hey, wait up.
Nah, it's fake. That I can see fucking blue on that guy. That is one of ghosts don't wear clothes. They don't need clothes. Okay, they're not wearing blue fucking sweaters. That's a fucking dude. 100%. That's a dude.
But then, when the men reach the floor where the shadow vanished,
Of course, he's
they
not
discover
there.
that there's nothing but a wall.
Shaky.
This indicates that nothing corporeal could have caused the mysterious shadow.
But they went that way, and there's no way you can go.
If you slow the footage down, you can indeed see a solid shape moving
wearing
at the
blue.
top of the stairs.
Why would a ghost be wearing... Nah. It's fake.
Could a former resident be lingering in the place where they met their end? Or is it just a homeless person evading detection? Love to get your opinions on this one in the comments section below.
See, it goes up again. Hey, wait up. Hello?
Okay. Well, there's that. Lag issues on mobile. That's no good. Stream health says it's good. I'm not sure. How's it going, Daddy? What's up, bro, man? It's going good. You think that was a weather balloon? It could be. It was either weather balloon or raccoon.
Now, if you want some more scary...
Let's see what else he's got here for us. Let's do this one.
Seeing as our favourite time of the year is just around the corner, we thought we'd put together a...
Less than a week later, this startling clip was uploaded to the restaurant's
Chills always has more. Yeah, I mean, I'm
this
not
time
interested,
the
you know.
incident occurs
No lag
in the
for you,
middle
Chris?
of a room full of hungry
That's good. That's
diners.
good.
Without warning,
Got no
one of
lag
the
for you
chairs
either, Dusty?
begins to
That's
tip
also good.
backwards, as if there's a
I need to go to an abandoned
presence.
asylum, dude. If I could go to an abandoned asylum, I fucking would. I wouldn't do it by myself. I'm not a bitch, but like, I mean, what if a fucking homeless person jumped me? You know, I need some backup. I can't go by myself. It's dangerous. You know, and I do got my combat stick, so I got protection, but yeah, I don't think there's any abandoned asylums anywhere in Iowa. I mean, there might, I don't know. I haven't heard of any or ever seen one. I know there's none near me. But yeah, dude, if there was fucking an abandoned asylum, I'd fucking go investigate that shit for sure. I need to test out my fucking night vision camera yet. I haven't had a reason to, like, shoot with it. Like, I've tested it out and I know it works, but I haven't had a reason to, like, go and shoot something with it. So, I definitely want to use that for a video, like, soon.
Sitting in it. Several patrons
Waverly
witnessed the
Hills?
bizarre disturbance, which bothers
Bring
one of
Paco.
them enough to actually
Yeah,
get up
Paco,
and
I
check
mean,
the
am I gonna wheel him
chair.
around in his chair?
The startling footage even made the news, where some noted the perfect timing of the events, which occurred just weeks before Halloween. This led several skeptics to suggest that it might have been staged in an attempt to attract extra patrons to the restaurant. While this is possible, the fact that we see one of the diners examining the chair in the second clip suggests that it could indeed be genuine. Many viewers also seem adamant that the events were caused by something supernatural. Even the bar's co-owner thinks that there could be at least 2 resident ghosts in the building. He blames the place's original owners, Ralph and Don, adding, whenever something funny happens, it's their fault. So what do you think? Is this Californian restaurant really haunted by ghosts, or is there another explanation for the mysterious movement of the chairs?
I'm gonna go with real on that one.
This next piece of shocking ghost footage, recommended by Slaptam viewer Logan C878 and featured on Mindseed TV, provides viewers with some seriously disturbing content.
Oh yeah, Ash,
A
that's
viewer
sweet.
reached out to Mindseed TV explaining that their grandfather had recently passed away and given him his house. However, an unknown and malicious spirit has prevented him from being at peace when entering the home. The group sets out to undergo an intense paranormal investigation, bringing multiple pieces of equipment along with them, including standard EMF detectors and thermal cameras. However, this footage gets really unsettling when the group breaks out their Ouija board in an attempt to communicate with the spirit.
What is your name?
As the investigators explained, they were met with an immediate sense of foreboding when entering the house. Walking through its rooms, there was not a single place where the group didn't feel an eerie, dark presence.
It doesn't feel like I've smelled that smell before.
Yeah.
Dill fan meet up with the abandoned asylum.
Continuing to walk through the home, the group mentions that one room in particular gave off so foul of a stench that the group became convinced a dead animal must have been in there.
Oh, this room stinks.
You spent way too much time in Arkham. I think Arkham would be the worst asylum to go to.
Oh, this room smells real bad.
However, one of their cameras immediately malfunctioned after entering the room, leaving viewers to believe that the room must be the epicenter of the paranormal activity.
Yeah, maybe we stay out of this one. I almost wonder if what he's feeling here is his grandma.
Continuing to make their way through the home, feeling watched, the group eventually picks up the sound of a spirit telling them to come get it. It's when the group decides to bust out the Ouija board and one of them breaks contact for a second that a light flickers in the room.
What happened? I took my hand off it.
Towards the end of the video, the investigation takes a very dark and ominous turn. The group believes they've heard the piano being played, even though no one else is around.
Is that you playing the piano? I don't see any more of the keys pushed down. If that was you, can you do it again?
One of the members decides to encourage a response by playing the piano and asking if anyone's there. The response is truly terrifying.
Okay, I'll do it. Yeah. Can you give us a little sound?
Seconds later, the entire house begins to shake. Doors and windows rattle violently as though an earthquake has
Johnny coming in with
ripped
the
through
facts.
house.
Dude, that's when I'd fucking leave. If it's shaking a fucking house, that's not a ghost, that's a fucking demon. It's probably Zozo,
The
dude.
chandelier is left swaying in the aftermath.
Zozo is the most powerful demon. Since as far as
paranormal investigators
man can go
immediately
back
leave
to
the
like
house, fearing
it's been
that they might
documented
actually be
for
harmed in some way
centuries.
if they were to stay any longer. Finally, the crew of Mindseed TV recommend that the homeowner no longer stay in the house until it's been cleansed.
Oh no shit.
Can you give us a little sound?
I'm gonna say real on that one. I say real. How do you fake that?
Uploaded to Reddit by user Nutsack, this is potentially some of the most obvious ghost footage
Wait, what was his name? Nutsack? Okay.
seen yet. As is explained in both the video and the accompanying Reddit post, the video was captured in the uploader's mum's house. In the hallway in question is a singular light controlled by two separate switches. Keeping the camera viewed on both switches as much as possible while still showing the light, the uploader points out that both switches
There's a
are
horny
clearly
demon,
in
send them
the
Collins
on
way.
position.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Switch down there is on. You just see it past my shaking. This one is on, okay?
While this seems like nothing particularly creepy, the hallway light begins to turn off and then on again all by itself.
It's Mom. See what I mean? It's
much more prolonged than a simple flicker. It's clear the light is actually being turned off and then back on again.
Someone's fucking using the breaker.
As the light goes off the second time, the switch nearest to the uploader is clearly visibly switched to the off position, with nothing and no one anywhere near the switch.
You can hear it. Mom, nope.
If you slow the footage down, you can clearly see the switch flick downwards. Many viewers have concluded that something supernatural, some invisible spirit, is messing around with the switch, purposefully turning the light off and then on again. Rightly so, the uploader quickly nopes out of there, genuinely freaked out by the odd event that he's just witnessed, and we can't blame him.
Nope.
As the Reddit post explains, the uploader's mother continues to live in the home, which has become a hotbed of odd experiences and potential supernatural events over the years.
I guess
Looking
I'd have
for
to go
proof of
more real than
ghosts that you
fake.
can take to the bank? This first piece of weird footage might just fit the bill. A video shared on YouTube by Hidden Underbelly 2.0 appears
Hannah,
to show
there's
the ghost
something
of a young
wrong with your
girl
brain.
running through a bank full of people before simply vanishing. The incident took place at BCP Bank in Lima, Peru. Footage from the bank shows a girl who looks to be about 10 years old passing through a cubicle area full of bank employees rather clearly. The bank employee who spots the girl is baffled to see a child crying as she runs through the bank. He's even more perplexed to discover that she's simply vanished, even though there was nowhere she could have hidden.
You're gonna eat my brains? I mean,
To make the incident
for
even
it.
creepier,
Eat your heart
moments
out.
later we see footage of the automatic doors to the bank opening without any bank customers in sight. Could the young girl's spirit really have activated the doors to open on their own? This piece of strange footage does leave some questions unanswered. We don't actually know why one of the employees just happened to be filming right in the direction where a child's alleged ghost would eventually be passing through. Is it possible that a camera is always rolling in the facility as part of security protocol? Skeptics will say it's just a little too convenient. However, it's pretty hard to dismiss what the weird footage reveals. This chilling video was uploaded to the YouTube channel Tommy Wells in 2011. The uploader claims it's just one example of the supernatural events that happen in their home. The video was taken during a family gathering for a birthday. Several young girls are crowded around a birthday cake as friends and family watch on. Everything seems perfectly normal until the kitchen tap inexplicably turns itself on.
Happy birthday. Oh my god, Tommy, it's gonna start again. Oh my god, damn. It ain't gonna mess everything.
I have an idea. We're gonna switch over. I have top 10 Bigfoot sightings caught on tape. I want some Bigfoot, man. We gotta have some Bigfoot. These ghost ones are just kind of like, eh. I don't know what this video is.
The Bigfoot is probably the most famous cryptid out there. This hairy beast has been spotted all over the world, and chances are you have seen the infamous grainy photo of him. Over the years, Bigfoot sightings have been on the rise. There's even a group out there dedicated to finding and capturing evidence of Bigfoot. I'm the leader of it, I'm just kidding. So today, we will be looking at some of the times Bigfoot slipped up and got caught. Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back to the Most Amazing Top 10. I'm your host, Lindsay Ivan, and today I'm bringing you the top 10 Bigfoot sightings caught on tape. So before we begin, let me give you a brief history lesson on Bigfoot. There are tons of old written legends from Native American cultures that seem to be about Bigfoot. The legends talk about a primate-type creature that roams around the forest. Sometimes the primate is more human-like. Other times it's more ape-like. These legends are often grounded in some truth, so it could just be that they witnessed this creature firsthand. That's not all. In the 19th and early 20th century, newspapers had whole sections dedicated to supposed sightings of a wild man, a bear man, or a monkey man. These were all real sightings from miners or woodsmen. Now we have advanced technology, so it seems more likely that we will catch Bigfoot one of these days. Starting off this countdown, we have the infamous Bigfoot. This footage of Bigfoot is the one that started this whole Bigfoot craze. If you Google images of Bigfoot, this is surely the one to pop up.
Yeah, it's the most famous piece of Bigfoot
evidence. So back in 1967, two men were creating a short film in Northern California when they ended up capturing footage of Bigfoot.
He's got a dump truck on him.
In the footage, we see him walk by a wooded area. Over the years, a number of people have attempted to debunk this footage, but none have been successful. Is it possible for it to be someone in a gorilla suit? Well, at the time this footage came out, the movie Beneath the Planet of the Apes also came out. If you look at the ape costumes used in that movie and compare it to the Bigfoot video, Bigfoot looks more realistic. People claim you can actually see the creature's muscles and such. How could someone make a costume way above its time? It's not possible. Meaning, this could be evidence of a real Bigfoot. Coming in at number 9, we have Provo Canyon Bigfoot. In October of 2012, a group of siblings were hiking in Provo Canyon when they spotted something in the woods and began filming it. Earlier on their hike, they saw some deer and wanted to get a closer look at them, so they headed up in the direction of the deer. That's when they spotted this creature. At first they thought it was a bear, but were horrified when the creature stood up on its two legs. They got frightened and ran out of the area. To this day, they don't know exactly what it is that they saw, but they managed to capture it on tape.
Probably should be too close to it. Cool. Let's go.
Moving on at number 8, we have Allegheny National Forest. In 2007, hunter Rick Jacobs decided to mount a wildlife camera to a tree in Allegheny National Forest, Pennsylvania.
I believe the hairy bastard.
The camera
I believe
worked
it's
on
real
a motion sensor and would take photos when triggered. He had hopes of capturing photos of bears, deers, and other wildlife. Little did he know that he was about to capture evidence of Bigfoot. So on September 16th, 2007, upon reviewing the photos on the camera, he discovered a creepy picture of what appears to be Bigfoot. However, skeptics believe that it's an image of a sick bear. But the way that it's hunched over with its back leg extended
that ain't no
makes
fucking
it
bear,
look
dog.
like Bigfoot. In our 7th spot, we have Marble Mountain Bigfoot. If you are a Bigfoot enthusiast, then this is another well-known sighting to you. In June of 2001, a group of teens and a leader, part of a youth group called Campus Life, were camping at Marble Mountain. The group ended up finding a weird den made out of twigs and large branches. Then shortly after, the leader, Jim Mills, noticed a weird-looking creature moving nearby. He filmed it for 7 minutes. To this day, this is the longest video footage of an alleged Bigfoot sighting. Experts have analyzed the footage and have agreed that it's not a human, and that the creature is 9 feet tall.
Jesus
when the Bigfoot
Christ.
noticed the group of people watching it, it
What's up,
began
Communist
jumping
emo?
up and down, screaming, and then it pushes a tree. It was just probably trying to scare off the onlookers.
What's up, Deck and
Making
Neck
our
Neck?
way down the list at number 6, we have Lake James Bigfoot. Back in late 2019, a man named John Bruner and 3 other men went on a boat late at night scouting an area on Lake James. Apparently, that night, fishermen had seen something watching them from the shore, so these folks went out to investigate. That's when they started to hear weird noises coming from the cove. They turned off the boat's motor and used their night vision cameras to scope out the area. That's when they saw Bigfoot and got 121 pictures of it. The creature was estimated to be around 7.5 feet tall. At one point, they claimed that the creature was just standing, swaying back and forth while watching them. After 5 minutes, the creature walked away. But again, like all photos of Bigfoot, these photos are terribly blurry.
Matt?
All 121 of them. We are now at our 5th and halfway mark with webcam Bigfoot. Bigfoot just keeps blowing its cover. Now it seems like he doesn't care if he gets caught. Also, let me say that Washington State is notorious for Bigfoot sightings. There have been tons of sightings over the years, so Bigfoot must have a home somewhere around there. Anyways, this time Bigfoot was caught on the Department of Transportation's webcam.
Really?
The webcam was located on Sherman Pass on State Route 20. It caught Bigfoot crossing a mountain pass. Then you see it lurking behind some trees by the road. Whatever it is, it looks massive and hairy, just like Bigfoot.
Massive and hairy. That's a squatch, all right. I know one when I see one.
In our 4th spot, we have the Russian Bigfoot.
Brian says that one's a hoax?
Bigfoot is said to mainly live in Canada and in areas
All right,
of
Hannah,
the
thanks for tuning
US.
in.
But this video may prove that Russia is
What's up,
also
Cade?
home to Bigfoots. So this footage was shot back in 2016 and features Bigfoot chasing a car. In this video, you can see a black blob appear in the distance, only to then start coming closer and closer to the car filming it. I mean, the creature moves pretty fast since it manages to catch up with the car, which keeps driving away from the creature and then stopping to get more footage of it. At one point in the video, the girls are yelling to close the window and can be heard saying, "He's coming, he's running." Apparently, the creature actually jumped onto the car and broke the glass, but obviously they were not recording when that happened. So yeah. Apparently, Bigfoot in Russia are super aggressive. Also, is the plural of Bigfoot big feet or Bigfoots? I don't know. Big feet.
Oh my god. This chick, man. She cute, but she... Ugh.
In our 3rd spot, we
Fuck are they
have the
recording that way?
Curious
Jesus
Children.
Christ.
In January of 2013, 3 Russian children were out playing in the snow when they stumbled upon Bigfoot. This case was actually
I hate when
featured
that
on an
happens,
episode of National Geographic. So the kids were out following a pair of footprints to the edge of a frozen lake. Along the way, they're laughing and joking around. That's when they see a tall, dark, hairy figure in the distance. When the creature spots them, it turns and runs away super fast. The kids get scared and run away as well. They describe to National Geographic that the creature was tall and covered in hair, except it had no hair on its face. The children and their parents all believe that they spotted a real-life Bigfoot.
In Russia,
Coming in at
Bigfoot
number 2,
don't
we
chase
have
us.
the game
We chase
camera.
Bigfoot.
Another Bigfoot sighting in Washington State. In attempts to catch a supposed
Peter Kane
Bigfoot
Bigfoot
that had been
expedition.
lurking around the
I'm gonna do a video
area,
with him.
they set up a game camera hidden in a fake rock. They did this as a way to trick Bigfoot. The camera and rock were set up in a man's yard, who claimed he saw Bigfoot lurking there 9 months earlier. Well, they did capture something alright. If you look at the photo, it just kinda looks like a blurry mess, not gonna lie. But they believe that it shows an eye with wrinkles above it, part of a nose bridge, part of another eye, and a forehead. In fact, this image matches the eyewitness drawing of the creature. The photo from the game camera was placed on top of the drawing, and it lined up almost perfectly. Pretty creepy if you ask me. And in our number 1 spot, we have 911 Bigfoot. This next sighting is so creepy. A man calls 911 saying that a tall, dark figure is in his yard. In fact, the full actual call is online, available to be listened to. So the call occurred in Washington State, aka Bigfoot Central, back in 1996. The man on the phone tells the operator that someone or something is crawling in his yard. He says that his sensor light came on and he saw something run across the yard. When the operator asks him to describe it, he says that it's a good-sized man or something that looks like a man. Then he says that the creature is about 6'8" and is really big. He also tells her that the night before his dog was killed in his yard. Then out of nowhere he starts panicking, telling the operator to send someone immediately. A week later, the sheriff's office got a picture of what seems to be Bigfoot lurking in his neighbor's yard.
911, what are you reporting? With someone or something crawling around out here. Do you see what person or an animal or? I can't tell. All I know is my sensor light came on and I just happened to glimpse and see this thing running across the yard.
And that's all for today's video. Let's move on to our comment shout out.
I think it's interesting. Bigfoots, from what I've heard, hate fucking dogs. They hate them because all they know dogs for are alerting to their presence, but they don't. From what I don't know what video I was watching, but they apparently don't like dogs because they don't like the idea of what dogs stand for, as being humans' pet. They don't like that shit. So they just don't like dogs in general. They probably see dogs as one of their biggest enemies. Tess, quit being a fat cunt. Hey, knock it off. But yeah, they don't like dogs. But there was another video I wanted to check out from this lady. Ooh, you know, let's check out this one. Top 15.
Number
Bigfoot.
15, Independence Day sighting.
Nope, never mind. I didn't know this was Chills. This is top 15. Okay. We'll go back.
Portion.
Pretend that never happened. Let's see. What's this one?
Youth group was camping in the Marble Mountain Wilderness when leader Jim Mills noticed a strange-looking creature skulking along. Explorer Eric Early Shipton snapped this photo while trekking through the Himalayas in 1951, alleging that the footprint belonged to a Yeti. In 2014,
no.
Christie's auction house in London capitalized on the worldwide interest in Bigfoot and sold the original photo for nearly $5,000. 3. Called the Independence Day film. This remarkably clear video shows an alleged adult Bigfoot walking through the woods with a cub in tow. The filmmaker and exact location are unknown, and many skeptics claim that there is a telling visible seam of a gorilla suit. 4. In October 2012, a group of siblings hiking in PROVO Canyon thought they spotted a bear in the woods and started filming.
Get your ass over here.
When the creature stood up on two legs, the hikers ran, abruptly ending the shaky video. A year later, the siblings launched a Kickstarter campaign to investigate other Utah Bigfoot sightings. 5. In 2007, hunter Rick Jacobs captured some of the most famous Bigfoot images to date with a camera mounted to a tree in Pennsylvania's Allegheny National Forest. His camera also captured clear photos of bear cubs, offering evidence that the unidentified animal was not ursine. But skeptics believe the animal is just a bear, sick with mange. 6. Locals in Johnstown, Pennsylvania were baffled by a footprint measuring 17.75 inches found near a residential home in 1980.
Tess found a toothpick.
According to the Associated Press, the footprint coincided with reports of strange noises and a strong but unusual odor in the area. 7. In 1994, former U.S. Forest Patrolman Paul Freeman claimed he saw a family of Bigfoots in Washington's Blue Mountains. The video is shaky and grainy, but has been deemed the real deal by so-styled Bigfoot experts. 8. Mississippi resident Josh Highcliffe captured video of this potential Bigfoot while hunting on his property in 2013. Afraid to go back into the woods, he posted the footage to YouTube asking for help to identify the animal, or for a prankster to come forward. 9. A hiker was walking through the Utah hills near Provo Canyon in 2012 when he spotted a large animal in the woods. As he approached, the animal stood up on 2 legs and started throwing rocks at him, supposedly a trademark behavior of Sasquatches. 10. Arguably the most famous and influential Bigfoot footage is the 1967 film shot by Roger Patterson and Bob
Definitely
Gimlin
the best piece
in
of
Northern
Bigfoot
California. The Bigfoot walk it depicts has been parodied by many, but never truly replicated. Even with this enhanced image, it's hard to tell if it's a person in a gorilla suit or the real deal.
Who keeps approving the Mattio's comments? Yeah, sit down. No, don't touch keyboard, sit down. Alright, that was interesting. Should I just watch that fucking Chills video just to see? We'll do this one.
From the skunk ape in the swamps to the yeti in the snowy mountains, we count down the 10 most convincing Bigfoot recording. Number 10. Marble Mountain. Back in 2001, Jim Mills led a campus life church group into the wilderness for a camping trip. After backpacking through the area, they came upon some sort of shelter that was made of tree branches and foliage. While examining the mysterious structure, the group spotted a dark figure atop of the mountain in the distance. The creature started its journey back down the mountain after apparently spotting the group in its habitat. Even if the creature was a good distance away from the children, the videographer's tone of voice had no sense of urgency to get the group back to safety. The children themselves didn't seem too worried or nearly as interested as Jim the cameraman. Yet, Bigfoot enthusiasts still regard the film as one of the most authentic videos of the creature. Number 9. The Bigfoot Chaser. It seems as though the cameraman for this video is in his own backyard or at a cabin in the woods when he decides to bravely chase after a Bigfoot. The creature runs across the road in the middle of the day, and the man yells at his family to get back in the house. The interesting thing in this video is the creature whooping as he tries to flee the area. Some say it may be a dog, but the sound seems to come from in front of the camera. In addition, primates have been known to make the same sound. Number 8. Big Red. In southern Ontario, Big Red was spotted by a hiker after he heard strange wood knocking sounds. He finally focused his camera in on an animal that had vibrant red hair and a very broad upper body. Unfortunately, a full body shot was never gotten, but the video itself still proves as one of the most interesting captures. The hiker was in southern Ontario, where black bears do roam the area, but for this film, the auburn fur is too light for it to be a black bear. If this is a hoax, then it must have been well planned out because the man spends a solid 5 minutes searching for the creature while rolling the camera. Number 7. Provo Canyon. While camping in 2012, a group of friends spotted a bear when they were walking through the area. They examined the animal but weren't able to decide if it was truly a bear or not, so they pulled out a camera. In the footage you can hear them discuss what they think the animal is. After capturing the animal on film for 30 seconds, the creature stood up on 2 legs like a man and the group fled the scene. Unlike Jim Mills' forced excitement during the Marble Mountain video, the reactions from this encounter seem to be fairly genuine. The film doesn't magically stop like other sightings either, and the creature appears to be very broad in the shoulders. Bigfoot or not, the animal is definitely not a man in a cheap suit. Number 6. The Florida Swamp Ape. As we delve deeper into the countdown, the likelihood for hoaxes greatly decreases, and this next video here shows exactly why people truly believe a Bigfoot is out in the wild. Only a year ago, a man by the name of Matt was canoeing in the swamps of Florida when he saw a creature lurking through the water at a distance. The local park rangers told Matt that the odds of a bear being the subject of the film were little to none, since the bears are never in the water. For it to be another human, they would have to deal with walking in deep, murky water, infested with crocs. If it's a hoax, then they deserve the publicity for the stunt. Number 5.
You didn't count, Ash. You got
the Provo Thrower.
You got
4 years ago,
hair.
a hiker was walking through
like
the Provo Canyon area,
blood red.
a location known for its Bigfoot sightings. The man saw a huge creature on 2 feet walking down the hill. When he pulled out his camera to film the humanoid, it chucked a rock down the hill.
How you doing?
The throwing of the rocks has always been said to be a Bigfoot characteristic.
I'd throw rocks back.
I'd of course
listen here. I would fucking absolutely send fucking rockets over at him. Just fucking whip them rocks. I mean, take them out. Kill Bigfoot with rocks.
Causing cameras to go blurry at the wrong
badass
times.
Way to do it.
In the video, it's easy to see how large the creature is. The hiker also is clearly out of breath and full of adrenaline after being 200 feet away from a beastly creature. Number 4. The Paul Freeman footage. In the Blue Mountains, Paul Freeman not only found footprints, but a Bigfoot to match the impressions in the dirt. The video shows the creature walking through the woods, and the ape seemed to pause and examine Freeman when he struggled.
Then he throws back at his boulder. Yeah, then I'm fucked.
Paul says he has nothing to prove, yet that day he states he was as scared as he has ever been. Number 3. The Mississippi Skunk Ape. A local resident to Mississippi was out hunting
This is one of my
hawks in his
favorite pieces of
camo
Bigfoot
attire
footage.
when he heard something strange. He scouted the area to find a creature scratching up a stump. Once spotted, the hunter realized that he may have laid his eyes on a skunk ape. The animal seems to be digging for grubs and termites in the tree stump, which according to the hunter wasn't small. The ape ripped the bark off the tree with ease, and when he stood up, the hunter fled. Number 2. Independence Day footage. This footage may soon be recognized as the best modern day footage of Bigfoot. The creature was spotted among the rocks with a small baby Bigfoot as well. The critics say the footage is too good to be true.
That don't look real.
Obviously a hoax. However, the facial detail and the baby Bigfoot would be very difficult to
That just
fake.
didn't look real for
On the
a
other
second
hand,
there.
some are saying that the butt of the creature looks to be fake, like a suit. The baby can even be seen pushing away the mother, as if he or she doesn't want to be picked up. So now are we dressing up babies for hoaxes?
Yeah.
Number 1. The Patterson-Gimlin film.
It looked like he was wearing
video
fucking.
has
You
been
can see what
crowned as the most
the scene
compelling
was or
footage of
whatever.
Bigfoot that exists today. The two men were on horseback out in California when they shot the famous film, and now most people who have access to the internet have seen the video. The long strides, lengthy arms, large feet, and hunched over look of the creature all help prove the video is true. What isn't usually talked about is the fact that the ape appears to be female, since the breast can be seen on the front of the ape. The fact that the creature even looks back at the camera is always thought-provoking as well. There are always two sides to the Bigfoot encounters, and until a body is discovered, it may always be that way. Hey guys, Fresh here, and thanks for watching my video on the 10 most convincing Bigfoot recordings. For those of you on my channel that use Twitter, feel free to follow me at FreshJiveTV. There'll be a link in the description below. And as always, don't forget to like or subscribe if you haven't already.
Interesting. Okay. We got our Bigfoot fix in for tonight, that's for sure. Let's see what this one is.
Cryptids are creatures whose existence has not yet been proven scientifically, but they're also creatures that have not been disproved by science. So, these mainly stem from folklore, which is why you'll probably see some familiar names on this list, by the way. Hey, what's amazing fam, it's Abby, and I'm a big fan of cryptozoology, because it's true that we haven't documented absolutely everything that is out there. Like, yeah, we know a lot, but there's always more to discover. A lot of cryptids can just be cool creatures we don't know enough about yet, but others are scary. And that is what brings me to today's video, Top 10 Scary Cryptid Sightings. So let's get started. So, just hopping in quick to share something really exciting with you guys. This, Star Trek Fleet Command. So, I just need you to know, I'm hooked. I'm gonna introduce this to my family and get them hooked, and I need to tell you why. First, so Dark Water.
You're lying, you don't play that game in real life. You're fucking lying. Stop.
Watchers are humanoid beings ranging from 7 to 15 feet tall. They are cloaked figures, sometimes with wide-brimmed hats that have been reported to melt and merge with shadows. If you spot one, they can disappear within the blink of an eye. They are mainly spotted in California. The earliest sightings are by the native Chumash tribe, whose oral history of the Old Ones goes back centuries. The Old Ones are said to observe from a distance. As recently as 2018, a man said he encountered one. He was hiking up a remote trail and came upon a dark figure. He waved as a joke, not thinking it was a person, and it waved back. Then, he thought he might just be tripping out or something, so he took a puff of his cigarette, and then the figure blew out a plume of smoke as well. And if that wasn't trippy enough, it started flowing and nearly floating vertically, so the man ran back to his car.
Money
if you ever encounter one, don't be too wary. They're
yeah.
not known to harm anyone as long as they're not disturbed,
bags,
so
dude.
Just keep on your merry way and you should be fine. At number 9, Tizaruk. So the Tizaruk is a sea serpent found in Alaskan folklore that roams Alaska's waters. It's described as 7 feet long with the tail ending in a flipper. The total length is about 12 to 15 feet long. It's also called a Cadborosaurus from one academic suggestion. This led to the nickname Caddy being given to the sea serpent that's occasionally spotted. It's been said to snatch people from docks and piers. So a video came out in 2009 claiming that it was a Tizaruk, but some say it was a herd of sea lions.
It's just ice.
Mysterious sea serpents are rumored all around the world. Shout out to Nessie, and I think Caddy is believable. As recently as 2016, a new species of whale was discovered in Alaska's waters, so really we can't rule out the existence of something else out there. So Tizaruk, Caddy, whatever you call it, Alaska might have it for you. Maybe go take a peek. Hit up Alaska. Why not? On to number 8, the Wampus Beast. So this cryptid is also known as a Wampus cat. It is a jet black panther cat creature with glowing eyes. It's mainly seen in Appalachia. So Cherokee folklore says it was a woman wearing hides to spy on her husband, but guards caught her and cast spells on her. This caused the hide she was wearing to form onto her. One rumor says that the Wampus Beast lives in sewers. But anyways, one story goes that a 9-year-old boy saw this beast late at night. His parents told him to get something from the shed.
Never heard of that
He
one.
went out and came face to face with a jet black panther-like creature with glowing eyes, just as we described. The creature gave a weird high-pitched hissing-like sound, which then frightened the boy to go back inside to his house. Then, years later, on the same farm, the boy had another encounter with the beast. He lost a lot of pigs to the beast, but he did escape the encounter with his life. Number 7, gargoyle. So, you might be familiar because the term gargoyle is used in architecture, but it is also a term to describe cryptids that resemble the gargoyles we see in architecture. They are described as roughly humanoid monsters with leathery bat-like wings. They resemble the popular conceptions of demons pretty much. So a popular example of a gargoyle is the Gargoyle of Glastonbury. This gargoyle supposedly haunts researchers who try to learn too much about King Arthur. But there isn't just one gargoyle out there. One person in the States claimed to see one fly over their car. Their mom was driving and they thought they were the only one to see it, but their mom looked at them, pale as a sheet, and said, "Did you see that?" They described it as a thin, bony, lanky gray thing that was illuminated, coated in like a soft light. They said it kind of looked like a huge, starving, human-esque bat creature, and all in all, I'm just rethinking everything about the Hunchback of Notre Dame right now. Those gargoyles? What if it's based off something real? All I'm saying. All I'm saying. So some people said the possible gargoyle the last person described sounded a little bit like Mothman. So that brings us to number 6, Mothman. If you haven't heard, Mothman is described as a 6 or 7 foot tall, dark humanoid figure with wings and bright red glowing eyes. This legend began November 1966 in Clendenin, West Virginia. The story goes that 5 men were at their local cemetery preparing a grave for burial. Then, all of a sudden, something that looked like a brown human being lifted off from some nearby trees and flew over their heads. The men were shocked. It did not appear to be a bird, but more like a man with wings. And then, a few days later, sightings kept taking place with stories spreading around the entire region. While it has been spotted all over West Virginia, its main habitat seems to be Point Pleasant. Specifically in an area locals call the TNT area, where there have been hundreds of sightings. So now in Point Pleasant, there is a Mothman statue, Mothman Museum, and Mothman Festival. And honestly, that's just fun hype, and I want to go. So bad. But here's another man creature cryptid at number 5, Dogman. So Dogman or Dogmen is an umbrella term for an upright canine cryptid. They are mainly found stalking North American woods, as you can see by this map of reported sightings. So some describe another version of a Dogman, sometimes called a Type 3, a Sasquatch-looking creature with the face of a dog. So here's one story that is similar to how many sightings of a Dogman or Dogmen go down. A man and his mom were sitting on their porch that faces an alley when it got eerily quiet. They turned their attention to where a trash can had fallen over. They thought they saw just a big dog, but it got up on its hind legs. Its height was taller than the security fence their neighbors put up. His mom went inside and he backed away slowly into his house. Now he says he won't walk anywhere at night alone. While there is a large sum of people who have reported sightings where they said they felt frightened, few sightings have resulted in actual attack or harm. And that being said, if you come across a dogman and feel frightened, like you could be attacked, just walk away, because you just don't want to risk it. Honestly, no. And so yeah, we talked about Dogman, so we need to talk about number 4, Goatman. He is described as half goat and half human, as the name suggests. Goatman walks on...
Straight up, I'd fuck up Goatman. There's no debate. I'd beat his ass. That's the one cryptid I know I could beat.
2 legs and is 7 feet tall. I feel like a lot of these are 7 feet tall or 7 feet long. Just saying. So the story goes that a scientist was experimenting on ghosts until one experiment backfired. Then he was mutated, becoming goat-like himself. He then began attacking cars with an axe, roaming the back roads of Beltsville, Maryland. He has been blamed for the deaths of countless hikers. In 1962, Goatman allegedly slaughtered 14 hikers after they went too close to his hideout. It was written, he chopped his victims to pieces while emitting screams that only the devil himself would make. Now people believe he hides out under an old bridge, waiting for his next victim. At number 3, Altamahaha. The Altamahaha is also called Alti. It is said that it was discovered by the Tama native tribe before the British English colonization. The existence of Alti has been recognized by Native Americans for centuries. It is described as 20 to 30 feet long, with a sturgeon-like body and a bony ridge on its top. Its color is gray with a whitish yellow underbelly, but it can be shown to be green. This may be for camouflaging reasons. It has front flippers but no back limbs, and it has large protruding eyes and large sharp teeth. Apparently it swims like a dolphin but has the snout of a crocodile and big bug eyes.
I totally think this shit
It's located in small streams and
Easily.
abandoned rice fields near the Altamaha River. So it has not been said to be explicitly dangerous, but don't go near it if you see one. If it has the face of a crocodile, you can bet it has the bite of one too. And with those, you just punch it in the nose. Or like plug its nose and it can't breathe and then you'll be let go. Just tips, pro tips for crocodiles. On to...
Little does she know that crocodiles do something called the death roll, and you won't be able to plug the crocodile's nose. I promise you that. You'll be ripped in two.
Number 2, the orang pendek. So the orang pendek is a mysterious ape of Sumatra, an island of western Indonesia. In the Indonesian language, orang pendek translates to short person. So it could possibly be a homogeneous, and it's believed to be an undiscovered kind of primate species, possibly. It is most commonly described by those who have seen it as a bipedal creature that stands from 2.5 to 5 feet tall. They are covered in golden brown or gray hair and have similar mannerisms to humans. Different than monkeys, they are also said to have human-like facial features. Witnesses have also claimed to see them ripping apart logs, akin to Captain America ripping one up. That's only what I think. It could just be ripping up that way.
Yeah,
but let's go on
they
last
can
but not
hold
least,
their
number
breath.
1, Slide Rock Bolter.
Yeah.
So the Slide Rock Bolter is a huge cryptid that allegedly lives in the mountains of Colorado. It has a huge head, small eyes, and a gaping mouth. It is said to look similar to a whale with a flared tail that has enormous grabbing hooks at the end. So it was reportedly seen around the late 19th and into the 20th centuries as a popular tale among lumberjacks and miners. Also, it only lives where the slope is more than a 45-degree angle, where it hides and waits for its prey. I'm guessing it uses this angle to be able to slide towards them, as it will sit and wait until unsuspecting tourists walk by, and then it unlocks its claws and just slides towards them. Due to its size, it's said to be able to eat whole parties of tourists in just one fell
So how does it get back up the mountain?
swoop. Once it has caught its prey, it apparently uses its tail claws to climb back up the mountain and then rest again, waiting for the next victim. Now, skeptics say it may be a drunken lumberjack's explanation for a rock slide, but believers say it may have taken on more of a rocky look to camouflage itself nowadays, as big divots in Colorado mountains say, ooh, maybe it's there, and it was sliding, eating the prey. But that was the top 10 scary cryptid sightings. Let me know what you think down below. Which is the scariest cryptid? Which one do you think, not true, and which ones?
Dill, you're a genius.
Maybe. When you comment down below, make sure to also like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be notified.
Hey, Iowa is known for thunderbirds, alright? We got thunderbirds here in Iowa. I'm gonna fucking find one, and I'm not gonna kill it. No. When I find a thunderbird, I'm gonna fucking tame that bitch. I'm gonna ride that shit around. Like, I'm not gonna need a car anymore. I'm just gonna have a thunderbird. I'll park him in my parking spot, and he'll just sit there. I'll give him a fucking, a bag of corn, and he can eat the corn overnight, and then he'll be ready to go in the morning and fly back around. Yeah, that last script was definitely fake. That's not
When our other videos.
We have time for one more shortest video, and then we're gonna relax a little bit and chill. Let's see what this one is.
Well, not for these Chinese beachgoers. While strolling by the sea, they stumbled upon a disgusting, unidentified object floating along the shore.
What the fuck is that?
At first they were creeped out and didn't want to approach this spongy-looking thing, but a man picked it up, and that's where things became even weirder. The humanoid creature, which seems to possess a head and limbs, started moving the likeness of its feet. If the beachgoers seemed amused by their discovery, the footage soon gained popularity online. Internet users started speculating about the monstrous find's true nature. Some viewers suggested it could be some kind of mutated sea sponge or a new species of starfish. Most people remained skeptical though, mostly noting a similarity with the gingerbread man. According to the YouTube channel that first published the footage, zoologist Carl Schuker asserted it was likely a massive sponge. So, what do you think? Hoax or true story?
Oh man. I never thought about that, Aaron.
Go all over human hand.
Fuck is it, an earthworm?
ที่กูถ่ายแม่งกูถ่ายนี่ไว้ฮะแม่งอย่างเอ้ยช่วยกูด้วยลุย
The fuck? That's some alien ass shit.
Ancient worm monster found in the Philippines. Scientists have known about the giant shipworm for centuries, but none have seen a living, breathing specimen until now. Giant shipworms aren't actually worms, but bivalves, like clams and mussels. They live in 3-foot-long tubular shells, planted in muddy, shallow bays. This unicorn of the mollusk world was recently discovered hanging out in the southern part of the Philippines. A local TV segment about the creatures tipped off a team from Northeastern University. They went to a lagoon in Mindanao's Sultan Kundara province and managed to collect 5 live worms. Back in the lab, researchers cut off one end of the shell and took out the slimy, black, baseball-sized mass of flesh. Unlike the common shipworm, which feeds on rotting wood, its giant cousin has bacteria in its gills that churn out nutrients from carbon dioxide. It still has digestive organs despite its unique mode of survival, but they're tiny from lack of use. It's not clear how many of the weird-looking creatures are left in the wild, so the team is keeping the exact location of the shipworm home a secret. Locals, though, have been harvesting the giant worms for years,
they didn't cook that shit.
eating it as an aphrodisiac, medicine, and just a tasty side dish.
Abominable snowman sighting in Spain caught on camera. That's right, folks. The proof the world has been waiting for has finally been uploaded. A Sasquatch, or Yeti, or abominable snowman, or just plain old Bigfoot, whatever you want to call him, has been spotted, supposedly. The footage is shaky and short-lived. Yes, that's all there is. 3 seconds. You've seen it in full twice now.
That's
but
fake.
That's more than enough to get cryptozoologists, people who track and study the existence of hidden animals, into a frenzy. Look at him turn his head. You can't fake that. How dare anyone question its authenticity? The images were captured at a ski resort in the Pyrenees Mountains of northeastern Spain on January 29th. They were posted by a user named Kangaroo with the caption, "Strange animal spotted in Formigal. What the hell is this? A bear or a bloody Yeti?" The skier reported the sighting to the resort, which then led to an investigation. A spokesman for the resort stated that after combing the area, they found nothing and believe there's no cause for alarm. But they'll remain on alert just in case. So, what do you make of this? New evidence or another hoax? Let us know in the comments. Police ask public not to shoot after recent Bigfoot sighting. An alleged Bigfoot sighting in McDowell County, North Carolina this past week has captured the imaginations of cryptozoologists and naysayers across the country. It's also motivated police to warn citizens not to shoot at any suspected creatures, in the event it's not what they think it is. On August 4th, a team of amateur investigators known as Bigfoot 911 were on the lookout when one of the members caught sight of a large bipedal animal covered in hair.
What the fuck is this?
John Bruner claims the being took off into the dark forest, so we could...
I hide behind tree. What the fuck is this? Oh my god.
Quickly gave
I am hidden behind fucking tree. Me Bigfoot, me hide. You stupid. You get kicked in the face. That's how I mean, come on. Fucking horrible at hiding. Jesus Christ. Smooth brain Bigfoot. Me big brain.
Chase and managed to catch sight of him.
Where's he at? I can't see him. Oh my god.
Again near a broken tree.
Oh shit. Where's he at?
Bruner says for a second, the two were locked in a stare down, recalling its face was solid black.
What is this shit? What the fuck is this? This is the weirdest animation.
With no hair on it. The hair looked shaggy.
What she never mind. What she sees. That's what I was gonna say.
All over. The legendary beast then disappeared into the forest once more, but Bruner...
Damn, he thick. Okay, this has gotta be a fucking parody, dude. What the fuck am I watching? Why is he, like, pink naked? He has no fur on him.
Will never forget the sight of seeing its buttocks flexing with each step as it dashed.
Okay. What the fuck? He'll never forget the sight of his butt flexing after each step. He goes down the ground, he's like, no! Get out of here.
Unfortunately, Bruner did not manage to get a photograph of his rarest of rare encounters because he and his colleagues didn't have their cameras at that particular moment.
Dude was running like he shit his pants.
Nevertheless, police in nearby Greenville, South Carolina are reminding locals that, as bulletproof evidence of the tall, hairy creature has yet to surface, firing weapons at any suspects may end up wounding a fun-loving and well-intentioned person sweating in a gorilla costume. Meanwhile, 36-year-old Gowan McGregor of Minnesota has since claimed he was the one the Bigfoot hunters bumped into that night. McGregor says he was in the woods, dressed in a coat made of raccoon pelts, performing a shamanistic ritual in the hopes of reuniting with the creature, whom he's already spotted before, apparently. There sure are some interesting folks in the Bigfoot community.
Scientists crack the Yeti riddle. Wicked Science coming out of Buffalo, New York says the abominable snowman isn't much of a man at all. Scientists used their mad skills to analyze 9 so-called Yeti samples from several museum and private collections. Turns out those Yeti samples were just bears and a dog. That's 1 Asian black bear, 1 Himalayan brown bear, 6 Tibetan brown bears, and some pooch's tooth. Previous research looking at suspected Yeti hair samples found they came from ancient polar bears, dogs, and other bears. Will this news stop cryptozoologists from seeking out mythical mountain creatures? Probably not.
A newborn pig with human head was found in Laos. A pig with a human head. A human with a pig head. A pig with a human head. A human with a pig head.
What the fuck is this video?
What on earth is it? A pig or a human being? It's all quite confusing. The footage was shot recently in Laos. The uploader said the newborn pig both looks and acts like a human being. The villagers where it was born take care of it as if it was a child. How could such a thing happen? The puzzle remains unsolved. The internet has suggested the DNA
Nah,
test
put that thing down, man.
Exactly what this strange-looking creature
that's fucked.
is.
Researchers find strange animal tracks in the bottom of Lake Mashu. The clearest lake in the world is Lake Mashu, located in the northeastern part of
Oh my god, here we go,
Japan.
another animation.
Known to the native people, the Ainu, as Kamuto, or the Lake of the Gods, it's a caldera lake formed in
Bro, whoever made these was on crack cocaine. Straight
the
up.
crater
I mean,
of
what
a dormant volcano approximately 11,000 years ago. Lake Mashu is notable for having the clearest water in the world, which made it easy for a team of researchers to check out the bottom of the lake. The research team from Japan's National Institute of Environmental Studies discovered strange animal tracks in the bottom of the lake. The trail resembles marks left by a tank. Or perhaps a crayfish? Since the 1970s, there have been reports of giant crayfish living in Lake Mashu. Some claim sightings of crayfish far exceeding the size of any known to be in Japan. The researchers said if these tracks were indeed left by a crayfish, it would be a crayfish twice the size of any in the world. So, have researchers discovered Japan's lake monster?
Did man once share the world with giant unicorns? An ancient relative of the rhinoceros, described as a Siberian unicorn, may have walked the earth alongside humans. The giant horned beasts were thought to have become extinct 350,000 years ago, but scientists now say the discovery of a fossilized skull shows Elasmotherem siberiacum only died out 29,000 years ago. A study published in the American Journal of Applied Sciences claims the Siberian unicorn may have lived at the same time as humans. The discovery of a skull in Kazakhstan suggests the creatures died out 29,000 years ago, more than 300,000 years later than previously thought. Researchers found fragments of the giant skull in the Pavlovdar region of northeast Kazakhstan. Fossils suggest the Siberian unicorn stood 2 meters tall, 4.5 meters long, and weighed 4 tons, making it bigger than today's rhinos.
Dude, I just so wish that if I had, like, any kind of superpower, I could go back in time and just look at all these animals that once roamed this planet, because there's some fucking weird-ass animals. Like, I'd love to see a saber-toothed tiger, a woolly mammoth, fucking this guy. Obviously, dinosaurs would be the biggest thing. I want to see what T-Rex looks like, straight up.
Scientists believe the Siberian unicorns were herbivores, and their habitat extended from western Russia to eastern Kazakhstan. One theory is that the south of western Siberia was a refuge for the beasts, which allowed them to survive much longer than similar creatures. Researchers are yet to discover any fossilized horns from the creatures. However, skull fragments show a bony lump that is thought to have supported a keratin horn like those of rhinos today.
What the shit? Is that Trump? What is that? Who is that? I can't tell who that is, but that's someone that looks like Donald Trump running a widget spinner. I mean, you learn something new every day, I guess. Or a fidget spinner, yeah, not a widget spinner. I feel drunker than I am after watching that video. What is this picture? What the fuck? Okay. Anyways. We got about 6 minutes left in the stream, so we're going to chill. If you got any questions or comments, we can start talking a little bit here, having a little open-ended debate. What's up, Maidu? Right, I'm just saying, I wish I could go back in time. Like, if I had a superpower and I could go back in time and see dinosaurs, I would. Like, obviously that would also include being able to, like, survive in that atmosphere at the time. But, yeah, I wish I could just go back and just stare at them. Like, just fucking watch them. That'd be cool. So, like, I had, like, a tour guide, and we're, like, riding around a fucking bus. And, we can't die no matter what. We're just, like, walking around. That'd be dope. Because I know that they said that T-Rexes probably look, pretty similar to the ones that you saw in Jurassic World or Jurassic Park, because they don't think T-Rexes, big dinosaurs, they don't think had fur or feathers. They might have had quills and like some other parts of their body, but for the most part, we know that they were scaled now because we found T-Rex skin, and that's green scaly skin. So I said T-Rexes probably came in brownish and greenish and grayish colors, but they weren't feathered. But Velociraptors are the size of what did they say? Velociraptors are the size of turkeys, like they're tiny and they're furry. You see the video of Komodos and monkeys yet? I have not. No, I have not. You wanted to be an archaeologist when I was a kid. What did I want to be? I did kind of want to be an archaeologist at one point. I think I wanted to be a cop at one point. I think I wanted to be a firefighter. I think I wanted to be a... The fuck else did I want to be? I think that's it when I was a kid. NFL, I also wanted to play in the NFL. Hell no, dude, raptors in Jurassic Park are way bigger than what they actually were. Like, way bigger. Raptors are actually tiny as fuck in real life. Like, we know that. Like, to be a fact. You mentioned the world being run by other beings. What do you... When? When did I mention that? Being run by other beings. I don't know. I think I think reptilians could be like shapeshifters could be in our government, and they could be fucking with things to gain power. They could be, like there's always those videos of people's eyes glitching out, man, where they blink from the side, and that ain't no camera fucking glitch. I'm not sure what the fuck that is, but I think they're reptilians. Police, firefighter, detective, EMT, soldier. Yep. Sounds like the average guy, I think. Not EMT for me. I didn't want to be an EMT. Dill would win hands down. Oh, the Dakota Raptor. Yeah, there's probably raptors that size, I would assume, maybe. Like, of some kind of raptor. But yeah, Velociraptors are tiny. Wasn't there how big was the Utah Raptor? I know that one's a pretty decent size one, I thought. Justin Timberlake is a reptilian and Dr. Dre's a skinwalker. I did not know that. 100 lions versus 100 grizzly bears. 100 grizzly bears would just dominate 100 lions. Grizzly bears, dude. One grizzly bear could hold its own against 5 lions easily. Like male lions. I'm not saying it... Well, I'm not saying it would kill all the lions, because it wouldn't, but it would hold its own. They wouldn't kill it. Grizzly bears are like tanks, dude. Like, if you had 100 lions versus 25 bears, I mean, then maybe, yeah, they could... Male lions are pretty big, though, so if you had 10 male lions, they could kill a grizzly bear easily. I think they just wear it out to a point. They just... Male lions are fucking huge. Like, I think it'd be better, 10 tigers, Siberian tigers. I think maybe 5 Siberian tigers could take a grizzly bear, for sure. But I don't think 5 lions could. Tigers are way bigger. Like, Siberian tigers are far, far larger than a male lion. And male lions are pretty fucking big. Yeah, see that? Yeah, Utah. Yeah, that'd be cool. Like, I was really disappointed when I found out that velociraptors were tiny. But if there was some kind of raptor that looked similar, that'd be badass. That'd be the scariest thing ever. All right, Nick, sounds good. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Appreciate you. A gorilla versus who? Oh, grizzly versus gorilla. Actually, no. I'd say grizzly would win. Grizzly would win because they're far, far bigger. Gorillas are not that big. I mean, yeah, like, compared to humans they are, but they're only like 5'4". They're only like 5'4". A grizzly bear is like 6 foot on its fucking 4 legs. It's huge, and it's got several hundred pounds. I mean, it might even have a fucking ton on the fucking gorilla, and it's got bigger teeth. I think it'd fuck a gorilla up, to be honest with you. Gorillas are strong as fuck. And it could land some punches on that fucker, but I got grizzly bear. Grizzly bears are fucking... They're not as agile, but if you're talking like they can't run around, they're fighting to the death, a grizzly bear would win. Yeah, grizzlies are huge. They're built like tanks. They're built like fucking tanks. I mean, gorillas are fucking strong as fuck. Yeah, they're probably stronger than a grizzly bear, but they're so much smaller. I think you'd be shocked to see them side by side. Gorillas aren't that big. They really aren't. I mean, compared to if you were standing next to a gorilla, it'd be scary. Yeah, they're big to you, but humans are not big. 10 chimps versus 1 tiger. Tiger, I couldn't see 10 chimps killing it. Like, are we talking about Siberian? I mean, it really doesn't matter what kind. Siberian tigers are huge. 10 chimps are not killing a tiger. All the tiger has to do, which it's going to be way more stronger. I'm saying in a scenario where the tiger cannot escape, it has to fight. I'm still saying the tiger versus 10 chimps. Like once that tiger hits that monkey in the face, it's broken neck. Done. I mean, those fucking paws and those fuckers are just... Tigers are the alpha predator for a reason. Nothing will ever fucking... I mean, tigers actually hunt in India. They hunt bears. They kill bears for their diet, like black bears, which are not to be messed with either. And they kill what's the other bears they have over there? Sloth bears, I think, which are big. They're not as aggressive, but they're still big. I mean, yeah, if we were talking like Planet of the Apes, smart, yeah, they could take a tiger, but they're not. I don't know. I mean, if they were using rocks and shit, maybe, but we're just saying no weapons. They're just primates. They're so much smaller than a tiger, dude. A tiger could easily fucking get its entire head around their neck easily and break it. All right, Alaskan Gold Rush, thanks for tuning in, buddy. Appreciate you. Would you research a channel you find spooky? What do you mean research a channel? Tigers are buff and lions are... Yeah, tigers are... Well, I should say Siberian tigers are, like... Because you got the female lion, which is a big cat. And they're badass on their own. But the male lions are way bigger than the female lions. It's scary how bigger they are. But if you take a male lion and a female tiger, they're about the same size. But if you take a male lion versus a male tiger is fucking way bigger. Especially the Siberian. They're huge. But they're also endangered as fuck. They're probably going to go extinct in our lifetime if we don't quit fucking killing them. Godzilla versus Doomsday. Ooh. It'd have to be Godzilla. I feel like if Godzilla hit Doomsday with his atomic breath, that would kill him. I feel like. Maybe not. Maybe it would make him stronger. Or more mutated. But I don't know. I don't see how Doomsday would kill Godzilla. Because Godzilla is like 1,000,000 times his size. And Godzilla would just fucking grab him. And just... I'd say Godzilla. One untrained chimp with a gun versus a tiger. Tiger would kill him still. Jesus Christ, it scared me. Yeah, I don't know. Like Doomsday, he can die. Like he dies every time he's ever in a story, but it's because his neck gets broken or some shit. Like Superman breaks his neck. So if that's the case, then Godzilla would just fucking... Godzilla's so fucking big. And yeah, Doomsday is strong as Superman, but he ain't gonna go punching fucking Godzilla around. I mean, that's just... He's just too big. Someone post a video you find personally fishy, so you check the channel uploads and download the... Oh, no, I don't do any of that stuff. Alright, see you, Aaron. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, Godzilla is the king of the fucking monsters, for sure. Godzilla versus King Kong, Godzilla. Again, Godzilla wins. Godzilla, nothing beats Godzilla. Nothing. Nothing. I mean, you'd have to go up to Thanos level or Doomsday, or not Doomsday, Thanos or fucking, what's his name? DC guy. I forget his fucking name. Darkseid. But King Kong is smarter than Godzilla. Maybe. I don't know how you define smarter, but he uses weapons for sure. But you will see in the movie that King Kong will get his ass kicked. Like, King Kong is I mean, how do I put it? If Godzilla were to just scratch King Kong, it'd fucking tear him up. If he were to bite King Kong, it would tear him up. He don't got no armor. He's just got skin. Godzilla's coated in fucking armor. And as he would, all Godzilla has to do is blow his atomic breath at Kong. It hits him, dead. Instantly fucking dead. Blows a hole right through him. Easily. He's taking down skyscraper-sized demons with his bare hands, sure. But no Godzilla. And Godzilla's bigger than that. Like, he's way bigger than skyscrapers. Yeah, in the original, but the original, Godzilla fucking wins. There's just... If you're being logical about it, Godzilla wins that fight. Yeah, the first Kong where he kills that T-Rex, yeah, it's badass. Alright guys, 2 more minutes, and then we're going to end the stream. We'll be streaming again Sunday night. I believe. Well, again, it could change. I'm not guaranteeing I stream on Sunday. My plan is to stream on Sunday night, but it could very well be Monday again, so we'll see. It's all depending on my schedule. King Kong, I'm sure, is won in many versions. I'm not saying Godzilla is won in the comics every time, but if we're being realistic about it, Godzilla would win every time in a realistic scenario. If they were real creatures, Godzilla would fucking win. I don't know who Doom Guy is. I have no idea who Doom God. I think a T-Rex could kill Godzilla. A pack of 1,000,000 T-Rexes just all just biting his feet. Eventually, one of them would hit an artery. Eventually. I'll buy you Doom. What is Doom Eternal? What is that? Is that a video game? Doom Eternal? I know Doom is a video game. Oh, from the Doom games. I've heard of Doom. I watched the movie called Doom. Wasn't it called Doom with the Rock? Wasn't that a movie? Doom. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Doom the movie was a fucking good movie. I know the reviews might not be great for it, and it was kind of cheesy at times, but that was a fucking great. I love that movie. It genuinely scared me as a kid. It freaked me out. Killed someone called the Icon of Sin. The salami lid won't fit. The fuck? He can turn into a black hole if he stays on Earth for too long? Well, that doesn't sound good. Who here remembers? Oh, dude, everyone remembers Halo. I would hope so. Alright guys, we're going to end the stream there. Remember to follow me on Twitter. Follow my Reddit. All the links to those are just on my YouTube homepage at the top right. You can click on them and it'll take you right there. So if you're not following me on Twitter, follow me there. Reddit, like I said, there's also my Instagram if you're curious in that. I don't think I have the Discord link in there, but yeah, some of the mods probably have the Discord link. But yeah, so I'll be streaming again later this week, either fucking Sunday or next Monday. We'll see how the schedule goes. But yeah, with that out the way, guys, peace out, take care. Don't get the coronavirus. If you do, wash your booties. I mean, that's all you can do, man. So take care, and I will see you guys later this week.